Hi, it's 10-minute Tuesdays. This is the early edition because we have a training to do at 7 o'clock, so we can't do our time slot. So this is 10-minute Tuesdays, a little bit early. And if ever you need to get a hold of us, 1-877-4-GREAT-TRIPS, or if you personally need to get a hold of me, 314-956-7233. I'm Melissa, and this is our social media master, Owen. This is how he earns his keep and earns his Disney trips. So if you are new to 10-minute Tuesdays, what we do is we take 10 minutes to answer questions from the week before and see what we can answer about your trips to Disney. So last week's questions from a client were where to stay with a family of 5. So families of 5 are a little hard at Disney. Also families of 6, but families of 5 seem to be more common with our client base. And 5 people do not sleep in all Disney resorts. There's actually only a handful of resorts that you can stay at. There are no value resorts that you can stay in a regular room at Disney with a family of 5. You can do an all-star music suite, which is quite expensive. More people, if you're looking for the suite, end up going to Art of Animation in one of their family suites. Owen, you want to talk about our trip where we stayed at Art of Animation this summer?
So we stayed at the Cars Suite in Art of Animation, which is decently close to everything, but a little probably 2-minute walk to the main pool, and it has its own little pool. Really cool themed, and honestly, my favorite decorated resort. It had 2 rooms, which was kind of nice because we could stay away from our parents and hide in the corner. Um, but it's a lot different than what we're used to. So
So that's one of the options is a family suite. And what that has is you have a bedroom with a door that closes. It has an ensuite bathroom. And then you also have a dinette, like a little kitchen area. And in the kitchen area, the table actually pulls down into a fairly uncomfortable bed. And then in the living area, there is a pull-out sofa. So you can technically sleep 6 in those rooms. It's one of the most affordable ways to sleep 6 at Disney, but a family of 5 can obviously also sleep there. So we, like you said, we stayed there this summer. Then other places like I said, you've got the music family suite at All Star Music, but that's basically it for the Disney Valley resorts. Moderate resorts, you have a couple more options. You have the Caribbean Beach Resort, which is, we have personally stayed there, and we will be staying there at Christmas again. We stayed there for a really long stretch, I guess it was 2015. We were there for
I think 17 days.
17 days. Yeah, it was what of all the trips we've ever done, that was where we got the sickest. So it was a good thing that that was our longest trip because we didn't do much that trip. So like I said, we were there 17 days. It's under massive refurbishment right now, but if you are willing to forego that construction and looking at all of the construction, then it is a fabulous place to stay because it is so inexpensive. It is usually only slightly more expensive than Pop Century, one of the preferred rooms there, and it is a world of difference between Pop Century and Caribbean Beach Resort. So Caribbean Beach will sleep 5. It has 2 queen size beds and a pull down Murphy bed. The Murphy bed is supposed to sleep somebody up to about 5'2", but my daughter sleeps in it and she's 5'5" without complaint. And I think as long as you don't sleep like this, I think you'll be fine in that. So that's Caribbean Beach. Like I said, it's going through a massive refurbishment, so the price is really, really good right now. Then the next moderate you can sleep 5 at is Port Orleans Riverside in the Alligator Bayou section. That is the only section at Port Orleans that will sleep 5. I know, and we've stayed there 8, 9, 10 times. Anything you want to fill them in on Port Orleans Riverside?
It has a lot of transportation to the parks. It has the normal bus, but it also has a boat that'll get you to downtown Disney. Yeah, I know that. And then any other areas it takes you to?
No, that is just down to Disney Springs. He's old school, so he's going to still call it downtown Disney.
But it has a decent pool, but we sometimes sneak over to quarter to get the better pool. Guilty.
And luckily, with Riverside and French Quarter, they share pools. So even though we're sneaking over, it's totally legit. We're not breaking any rules or anything like that. Although it does feel like we are. So that is Port Orleans Riverside. Then there are several deluxe resorts that you can stay at. Our personal favorite so far is
Beach Club.
Beach Club Yacht Club. Beach Club is the area closest to Epcot, so you can walk to Epcot. So that is by far our favorite, and we got very spoiled this past summer and stayed Beach Club club level, which will ruin you for any other resort on property and any other experience. Then other places you can sleep 5, Grand Floridian, you can sleep 5 as long as you're ready to sell a kidney. Then you can also sleep 5 at the Polynesian and the Contemporary. 2 of the main deluxe resorts that you cannot sleep 5 at are Animal Kingdom and Wilderness Lodge. And people are always requesting those for family of 5, but it just does not work. So I see Me Too saying that's a little hard to hear, so we'll scooch in a little closer and see if that helps. So, and welcome Me Too and Cheryl. So with the family of 5, it is a little bit more difficult to get places that will accommodate your entire family. Some people prefer to have 2 rooms at a value resort. Usually this does not save you money. Usually it would save you more money by going to Port Orleans Riverside or Caribbean Beach and sleeping 5. But if you're looking for that extra bathroom, then chances are 2 value rooms will be much cheaper than doing, say, a suite at Art of Animation. Anything you wanted to add to that, Owen?
Not really.
Okay. Then another question we've been getting is, what should we pack? What's the most important thing to pack? And my answer to that is comfortable shoes. Do not buy brand new shoes that you are getting ready to wear for the first time at Disney. Everybody gets blisters. And the only way to stop that is to have 2 different pairs of shoes at least that you're switching between. We also really, really use moleskin. And moleskin is blister protectors. Think of it as like foam that you're going to put between your shoe and those hot spots on your feet. So absolutely you need moleskin. We buy it in bulk and we use it all the time. With that, however, you're definitely going to want to bring scissors to cut the moleskin. And then this was just handed to me. This is another one of the things that we have to have personally. It is a fuel rod. You can get these all over property at Disney, but you can also get them at the airport. So Atlanta Airport, if you're flying through Atlanta or if you have a connection in Atlanta, they have a really good deal there. They're $20 where they're $30 on property. And what the fuel rod is this is a charger for your phone or whatever electronic devices. It works for iPhone or Android. You can see it's got the USB port and then the charging port here. So why is this a big deal? Why would you get this versus a more expensive charger or something like that? Because of this. It sticks into a machine and you just pop it in. You see where this barcode is on the outside here, and it goes straight into the machine and a new one comes out charged. So you can go through these super fast. They're fairly lightweight for a charger. They don't hold much of a charge, so you're probably going to use those fairly often. We have 4 of these, I think.
I think 5.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing how many we have, but we use them all the time. I even used them in Europe when we went to Europe because you don't have to just charge them in the machine. You can get them, you charge it through your computer or through a wall outlet and then be ready to go. It fills my phone up about 60%. How much does it do for your, and I have an Android.
Mine is 75% because mine holds a little bit less charge than hers. Hers is a much newer model.
But definitely invest in a fuel rod. They are fabulous. So those were all the questions we had for today. Feel free to message us and we will make sure that we answer your questions next week. So have a magical day. I'm Melissa, this is Owen, and we will see you next week.